Alright, a tutorial on the clean. This is a very progressive approach. There's many ways to learn, teach, and coach any weightlifting movement, Olympic lifting or anything else. But this is one way I think it's pretty good. Starting with the front squat. If you can't front squat correctly, proficiently, accurately, safely, there's no need to continue from here because you don't possess the accurate flexibility or strength to be doing this type of movement. So get your front squat down pat. You're going to have your heels about shoulder width apart, elbows up high, the bar racked on the shoulders, right into the throat. It's very deep into the throat. It's pretty uncomfortable. Your fingers are just going along for the ride. They're really not doing anything except holding it in a position. So you are not supporting the weight with your hands. You're supporting it with your body, high on the shoulders, high on the delts, and deep into the throat. Sit back into the squat, driving your heels down flat, keeping your knees out wide. Now I've got to establish a strong grip. The hook grip is the strongest possible grip there is. If you choose not to do it, you will limit your pulling potential. Learn the hook grip and use it. Next we have our mid-hang clean pull. You got your hook grip in, sit back, reach down, leave your arms long, and drive that bar up with a violent extension of the hips, knees, and ankles. Next there's the rack delivery. You're going to pull it in a scarecrow position very briefly and whip those elbows around, releasing the hook grip and delivering it into a clean rack. You really need to be aggressive in getting those elbows around and being very accurate when you deliver that bar into your rack. Elbows up high, relax your fingers, receive it on the body. Next we have our tall muscle clean. Putting the last two movements together, start the hips. You don't dip down, you just pull the weight up and deliver the bar from a slightly farther position away from the rack than the previous motion. You got your hook grip in, pull the weight up, deliver it into the rack, whipping those elbows around quickly and accurately. Then we have our mid-hang muscle clean. Again, just going a bit farther, putting previous exercises together with the mid-hang clean pull and the rack delivery. Reach down, smoothly pull it up, deliver the bar into the rack, driving those elbows up high. Next we have our foot transition drill. With the foot transition, you're simply establishing where you're going to pull the weight off the floor, and that's a basic jumping position. And then where you receive it is your basic landing position or your squatting position. It's the same thing as your front squat that you've already established. Don't change your foot position every single rep. It should be established. 1, 2, A, B, jumping, landing, pulling, squatting. Okay? Jump and land. Jump and land. We progressively go deeper and deeper into the landing position, into the squatting position. You can start high and then gradually work your way down. Next we have our scarecrow clean. It's the same as the rack delivery, except you're actually pulling yourself under the bar. You're combining the rack delivery with the foot transition drill. Pull yourself under the weight. Next we have a tall clean. Stand tall and pull yourself under the weight. Again, gradually going deeper and deeper into the squat. You may start initially by only dropping 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, but you're trying to pull yourself all the way down to the bottom of the squat very aggressively. Next is the mid-hang clean. You start in upright position, turn your elbows out, reach down to the mid-hang or mid-thigh, aggressively extend your hips, knees, and ankles upward, and pull yourself under that weight. All the weightlifting techniques require you to apply aggressive force against the ground. Extend upward optimally, and then pull yourself under the weight. We're going to move a little bit lower. We're going to go below the knee now. Reach down below the knee. Extend upward violently and pull yourself under the weight. But don't pull yourself under the weight until you get to the very top of the movement. A note on missing. If you fail to deliver the bar into the rack correctly, just push the bar away from you and push yourself back. Separate yourself from the falling weight and get away from it. If you have less than optimal equipment or facility and you can't drop the weight, you don't have good shoes, you don't have bumpers or a good bar, you can still do the exercise, but don't kid yourself and think that it's going to be as good as you possibly can be. Better shoes, better equipment, and a proper facility will help you optimize your technique and your athleticism. Next, we go to the full clean, the real deal. You'll notice that every single rep we set up the same exact way. Don't change your setup. Don't change anything. Pull yourself down deep into the bottom of the pool. Set your back. Leave your arms long. Squeeze the ball off the floor and explode upward. I like to not necessarily think about going slow, but I squeeze it into the position at mid-thigh, and once I get to mid-thigh, I explode as violently as possible. Once I reach the very top of the movement, your feet are going to transition from your jumping to your landing position, and in that instant, you are not connected to the ground, so you cannot apply any more force. Therefore, all the force is going to be pulling yourself under the bar. So aggressively drive the force into the floor, and once you reach the top, boom, you reverse the movement and pull yourself down under the weight. All the while maintaining control and delivering it into the shoulder rack as smoothly and aggressively as possible. Each setup is identical. Each pull is aggressive and violent, as fast and as explosive as you can be. All your momentum goes up and very rapidly switches gears and goes downward. As far up as you can go to as far down as you can go, as quick as possible. I've learned these techniques from several different sources, many different coaches, certifications, and seminars. Read many different books, articles, and many years under the bar experience. But one great resource is Greg Everett's Olympic Weightlifting. Check it out. It's a great resource. Thanks for watching.